So before we make the passage plan, we must plot first the Calbayog City to Gihalo Bay to get the waypoint of this area. So these are the all waypoint of Calbayog City to Gihalo Bay. Waypoint 1, waypoint 2, waypoint 3, waypoint 4, waypoint 5, waypoint 6, waypoint 7, waypoint 8. So after that, these are the 195 125 nautical miles and the ship speed is 10 kts. So divide it equals 12.5. 0.5 times 60 equals 3 minutes. So therefore 12 3 hours to plus 5 hours equals 7 17 3 hours eta. So first is we must solve the obstruction of Diamante Arque. These are the solve for Diamante Arque. So these are the point of Diamante Arque. Ship speed is 10 kts. Distance the nearest underwater obstruction 34 nautical miles. Coordinates departed 12 degrees 3.8 north, 124 degrees 35.5 s. Arrival 12 degrees 22.9 north and 124 degrees 55.0 s. 5 hours on December 10, 2020. Solve for eta. So formula time equals distance speed 34 divided 10 equals 3.4. 0.4 times 60 equals 2.4 times 10 equals 24 minutes. So therefore 24 hours plus 5 hours equals 0.924 eta hours eta. So these are the duration of fall. 15 hours minus 7 14 hours equals 7 hours and 1 minute. Time of nearest tide, high tide, 7 14 hours minus 9 24 hours equals 2 hours and 10 minutes after. So range of tides 0.9 meters minus 0.3 equals 6 meters. This height of tide at 0.7 for 14 hours equals 0.9 meters minus plus 0.2 meters equals 1.1 required height. And these are the correction to height meters. So we get this to the tide table chart that given on the activity. Solve for Yokise 1.1 meters 64.0 meters sounding plus equals 65.1 minus sa Bessel's draft 12.0 meters equals 53.1 UKC. So these are the solving for Diamante Archi. So next is solve for San Bernardino Strait. So speed 10 kts, distance nearest the water equals 52 nautical miles, coordinates departed 12 degrees and 3.8 north, 124 degrees 35.5 east, arrival 12 degrees 10.5 north equals 124.13.5 east, shift draft 12 meters, department time 05 hours on December 10, 2020. Solve for eta. Formula, time equals distance speed. So distance 5.5 nautical miles, speed 10 nautical miles hour. So divide is equals to 5.25. 25 times 0.60 equals 15 minutes. So therefore 0.15 minutes plus 5 hours equals 15 hours eta. So solve for duration of fall. 15 hours minus 0.17 14 hours equals 7 hours and 0.1 minutes. Time of the nearest tide, high tide. So 0.7 minus at 15 hours equals 3 minutes or 1 minute. 3 hours and 1 minutes. Range of tides 0.9. So atol gyapon ning gikuan sa table chart sa gihatag nga kuan PDF. 0.9 meters minus 0.3 equals 0.6. Height of tide at 7:14 hours 0.9 meters plus 0.4 equals 1.3 meters. Sounding, so ang 1.3 meters imong i-plus sa 14.6 equals 15.9 meters. Minusan sa Bessel's draft 12.0 meters. So muna na ang 3.9 UKC. So next to solve is this solve for obstruction of San Bernardo Island. So these are the speed of 10 kts, distance to the nearest underwater obstruction equals 58 nautical miles. Solve for eta. Time equals distance speed. So 58 divide 10 equals 5.8. 0.8 times 60 equals 4.8 times 10 equals 48. So these are the coordinates. Departed 12 degrees 3.8 north, 124 degrees 35.8 east. So arrival 12 degrees 45.9 north and 124 degrees 14.8 east. So wala na siya, na-solve na nato siya. Therefore 548 hours plus 500 hours equals 1048 eta. So solve for duration of fall. 15 hours minus 0.7 14 hours equals 7 hours and 1 minute. Time of nearest tide. So high tide 14 hours minus 10:48 hours equals 3 hours and 34 minutes. After range of tide. So ato gapon ni nato gikuha sa chart of table tide table chart. So 0.9 meters minus 0.3 meters. So muna siya 0.6 meters equals 0.5 meters. So height of the tide at 7:14 hours so equals 0.9 meters. So plus correction to height equals 4.5. So answer is 1.4 meters. Required height for UKC, solve for UKC is kini 1.4 meters. So sayang sounding kay 27.20 meters imo siya i-plus. So ang nagawas 28.4 meters minusan mo sa vessels drop na to nga 12 meters. So mo ni ang answer sa Yukisi 16.4 meters. So that's all for the solving of passage plan to Calbayog City to Gihalo Bay. So that's all sir. Thank you.